This weekend's Iowa Freedom Summit served as an unofficial kickoff to caucus season here in Iowa. From Donald Trump to Sarah Palin to Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker and New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, it was a Republicans' who-who minus Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush. So if no one's actually saying it, you have to look at what they're doing, and if actions speak louder than words, another Republican who was here this weekend stayed. Former Texas Governor Rick Perry stayed in Iowa today, courting his fan base. Local 5 Samantha Jo Roth was the only TV reporter to spend the morning with him, and she's here with more. Samantha Jo.
Yes, Rick Perry is the closest to ever saying that he's throwing in his hat into the presidential race. He hasn't said it yet, but he's giving us a timeline.
We'll announce something in May or June. If we do, I hope all of you will give us a great consideration.
Former Texas Governor Rick Perry spoke freely with members of the Jewish community at a kosher deli in Des Moines.
As long as it's moving America forward, let's go do this together.
Perry joked about moving out of the governor's mansion, reflecting on his record as an executive of one of the nation's largest states.
In my home state, we created almost a third of all the private sector new jobs in this country since I've been governor.
I think Governor Perry has a great opportunity if he comes here to Iowa and really does decide to run for president. I think he's going to connect well with Iowa voters. And you know, after being here this weekend, I think he's that much closer to making that decision.
Polk County Republican Chairman Will Rogers says meeting with Iowans face-to-face is the best thing Perry can do.
So he served with your dad.
I think people here in Iowa take the responsibility of meeting the candidates and actually hearing what they have to say. They take that very seriously.
Governing's not rocket science.
Perry emphasized priorities, smaller government, fewer taxes, and strengthened security at the border.
Israel is probably as great of an example of that as we have.
He also sounded off on the state of the U.S.-Israeli relations.
Rightfully so. An Israeli citizen does not think America is standing with Israel at this particular point in time.
If Perry is really looking towards a presidential run, Rogers says recruiting staff in the state is where he should start.
Identifying people here in Iowa or outside the state that are going to come in and be a part of his campaign. So, you know, anybody that's already thinking about it is going to have to start ramping up very quickly. Now, the last time Perry ran, he finished 5th in the caucuses with only about 10% of the vote. Many insiders say his campaign was not as organized as it should have been. So it looks like Perry is trying to get his ducks in a row before he makes any type of announcement, not just with his campaign staff, but also for support. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Samantha Jo.